Two News, your forecast first.
Forecaster Nick Russo here with your first forecast on Big 2. We saw some showers and thunderstorms scattered around the area today. Most of those are fading out as we get toward the evening hours. And taking a look at your high temperatures, we did get into the middle 80s today. It was a warm day, not as hot as it's been recently, but with the humidity, it really felt warm out there. Taking a look at your planner for your day tomorrow, we'll see temperatures falling back into the 60s by the time you wake up at 8 a.m. with a scattered shower or thunderstorms still around the area. 77 for noon, more thunderstorms for your afternoon tomorrow. That's your first forecast. Local Big 2 News starts right now.
Big 2 News at 10 starts now.
This park here being targeted, what police say a prowler is doing on these grounds. And this volunteer fire department is under attack, while one family says the department is to blame for a deadly motorcycle crash. And a new desal plant is now open in Loving County. We give you a tour of the high-tech facility and take you inside the water treatment process. Good evening to you. I'm Shelby Levins. Thank you so much for joining us for local Big 2 News at 10. A possible sexual predator is targeting a local park, and police say his acts of indecent exposure are getting bolder. Odessa police say a man has been exposing himself here at Comanche Trail Park. Officers say they've received multiple reports of indecent exposure along the jogging paths. Police add the man is becoming more brazen and now approaching women. Police do not have a named suspect in this case. They can just tell us the man is described as being Hispanic, about 6 feet tall. He's said to have a medium build and to be clean shaven. Odessa police ask if you have any information about these indecent exposures to please call them. In Pecos County, deputies are still searching for the 3 people who were hauling these drugs. You're looking at about 500 pounds of marijuana here found in the pickup truck bed. Pecos County deputies say they tried to pull over this pickup truck along the interstate yesterday, but the driver took off, eventually dumping the truck and running off along with the 2 passengers. Authorities searched into the early hours of this morning with tracking dogs, but so far the 3 remain on the run. A grieving family is blaming the West Odessa Volunteer Fire Department for a crash that killed their loved ones. But the district attorney says the fire department did not commit any criminal activity. Local Big 2's Lauren Chopea brings us both sides.
The fire truck had its lights on. They may have been difficult to see.
Something District Attorney Bobby Bland stands by. He's representing the West Odessa Volunteer Fire Department. The Contreras family's attorney Domingo Garcia tells me the complete opposite is true.
There were no lights, no flares, no cones, nothing warning people that a huge truck was blocking this freeway.
I'm not going to listen to a lawyer that's suing, saying that we're not doing the job right.
But Garcia tells me they have plenty of witnesses who will tell the truth.
And the lights were not put on until after the accident had occurred. And that's what 4 eyewitnesses will testify to.
I'm not going to respond to someone making allegations when they don't know what they're talking about.
Garcia says he and the family can't believe this hasn't reached a criminal level.
We're really surprised that the district attorney would not look at possible criminal negligence charges.
But Bland sees no criminal charges to be made.
Based on the information they gave me, these individuals did not commit any criminal activity that we could find.
But Garcia suspects something isn't right.
I think it reeks of a cover-up. It reeks that the district attorney is covering for the firefighters.
Lauren Tropea, local Big 2 News.
We're now learning more about an accident which killed a young boy in Midland County. It happened last night here in the 1500 block of West County Road 132. Authorities say the 4-year-old boy was accidentally run over in a private drive. Sheriff deputies say the child fell underneath the back tire of the SUV as it was pulling into the driveway. The boy died before reaching the hospital. We're told no charges are pending here. An animal abuse case involving a senior citizen and a mutilated cat is now closed. Attorneys for Francisco Benitez tell us he was sentenced to 2 years probation and 100 hours of service at an animal clinic. Benitez was arrested last spring on felony animal cruelty charges. Midland County Sheriff deputies say he chopped off the ears and the tail of a cat. A local veterinarian clinic was able to stitch up the gruesome wounds and save the cat. They named her Athena and worked to nurse her back to health. But the vets told us last year that this was one of the worst cases of animal abuse they had seen. We are your local election headquarters. Tomorrow will be the last day you can vote early ahead of the primary runoff elections. Early voting for the runoffs has been underway since Monday. On the Republican ballot, there are 4 statewide races: Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General, Commissioner of Agriculture, and Railroad Commissioner. On the Democratic ballot, there are 2 statewide races: U.S. Senator and Commissioner of Agriculture. Ector County election officials say so far more than 1,200 residents have voted. Midland County election officials tell us so far more than 1,600 residents have cast their ballots. The runoff election is Tuesday, May the 27th. The general elections will then follow this November. Meanwhile, in the U.S. Senate, the big question for the general election is, will Republicans take control? The answer may rest in the hands of a handful of women candidates. Dana Bash explains why.
From Kentucky,
I am not an empty dress,
to Oregon,
I am a doctor, a mom,
to Georgia,
Washington's going to learn a thing or two from our campaign.
these female Senate candidates will try to defeat a male incumbent or flip party control of a Senate seat. Add them to the list of vulnerable female senators in Louisiana, North Carolina, and New Hampshire, and it's clear the balance of power in the Senate could depend on how women candidates in both parties fare. Gender is really at play in the neck-and-neck race here in Kentucky. Allison Lundergren Grimes running against Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell.
I am a strong Kentucky woman who is an independent thinker.
She's already leaning way in, using her gender to appeal to female voters who make up more than half the Kentucky electorate, and playing to the fact that polls show McConnell especially unpopular with women.
Allison Grimes is a 35-year-old woman running very much appealing to women. You have a gender gap problem.
We'll find out in November, won't we? I mean, the point is, women in Kentucky have been treated just as badly in this environment as men have.
But belying that bravado is McConnell's overt appeal to women, talking about his wife.
I'm so happy to be joined tonight by my wife.
And 3 Kentucky women he says were hurt by Obamacare. Democrats' other big hope for picking up a GOP Senate seat is in Georgia with Michelle Nunn, daughter of veteran Senator Sam Nunn.
I believe that change is possible.
As for Republicans, Monica Webby is a pediatric neurosurgeon hoping to unseat Democrat Jeff Merkley in Oregon as a political outsider.
I'm not a career politician.
Republicans are favored to pick up a Democratic seat in West Virginia with Shelley Moore Capito. But even if she loses to Democrat Natalie Tennant, the state would elect its first female senator.
That was Dana Bash reporting. There are currently 20 women U.S. senators. That is a record, but it's still only 20% of the U.S. Senate, and it is far from representative of our country, which is more than 50% female. Back here in West Texas, a new desal plant is promising more drinkable water. Loving County opened its new $3.5 million water treatment plant today. Local Big 2's Camila Bernal takes us inside the facility with an exclusive tour.
Everybody knows that we have water issues in Texas, especially in West Texas.
And to solve that problem, Loving County built a new desalination project.
Going with this system that we're putting in now, it gives us another source to treat water that's a lot more abundant.
The project began in late 2011, and it's finally turning brackish or salt water into drinking water.
There are hundreds of thousands of acre-feet of water of brackish quality in all over West Texas.
Abundant water, but not very safe.
If you were to drink this water right now as it comes out, it would have kind of a dry taste to it, kind of a chalky taste to it, and it can cause mild diarrhea.
A problem solved thanks to grants and investments.
It will improve the quality of the water going through the system.
It's a $3.5 million project that will benefit at least 70% of the population in the county.
What we do with this is we are using brackish water, which typically you just have to remove some solids out of it.
And here's how it works.
We will heat the water up, evaporate it, and then condense the steam into pure water.
The first of its kind here in the Permian Basin.
What's unique about this machine is that it uses a patented cyclone technology to do that evaporation.
It's completely powered by solar energy and could eventually recycle produced or frack water.
For produced water or for frack water, a process like this could produce water for reuse in the oil field.
But in the meantime, the county hopes that this will attract future residents.
We're all out here hoping that because of water, which has been a reason it hadn't grown for years, it'll help over time with, and all is getting more people in.
Camila Bernal, local Big 2 News.
Very neat technology, and hopefully this weekend, though, we'll see some water, fresh water, if you will, falling from our sky.
We really hope so. It's a good chance, too. We're looking at a 6 in 10 chance for rain tomorrow. And taking a look at your forecast, the rain will be hit and miss. It won't be raining all the time, but there will be rain scattered around the area. And some of that rain will come in the form of severe storms for your day Friday and Saturday, and temperatures should remain seasonable for most of the weekend.
Plus, how these forecasted storms are already affecting weekend plans. The city of Midland is already calling off one event here because of the potential rain. And they call themselves the eyes and ears of geologists. We take you inside the job of mudloggers.
Listen to Big 2 News updates weekday mornings beginning at 6 a.m. on Classic Hits 97 Gold.
Some of us run cattle ranches, construction crews. We run businesses, errands, households. With best-in-class diesel horsepower and torque, Ford Super Duty's the heavy-duty truck most of us choose to help run our lives. No wonder it's been America's best-selling brand, 37 years running. Now get a new Super Duty diesel with up to $5,500 cash back at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
It's Shocking Design. We do embroidery, screen printing, magnets, decals, final installation of vehicle magnets, and so much more for any event, any organization. From family reunions and church events to team uniforms and company shirts. We even welcome your fleet vehicles. We're the Permian Basin's fastest design shop. So let us shock you with Shocking Design. Give us a call, 432-296-1762, or email us at shockingdesigns@yahoo.com. You'll be shocked.
7 days, 7 stores, over 700 days interest-free during the Memorial Day free event here at Bob Mills. You must see this contemporary Cherry Queen bed with the dresser mirror and power in the nightstand. Companions priced just $19.97. So here's where our 7-store purchasing power benefits you. The blanket chest, HD TV, and $400 Queen Pillow Top mattress set free. The Memorial Day free event here at Bob Mills.
The Memorial Sales Event is continuing on right here at Toyota Millen. Hi folks, Michael Fisher here at Toyota Millen. The Memorial Sales Event is going on right now. We're saving you huge on our Toyota Tundras. We're saving over $5,000 off. Whether you need a work truck, town truck, platinum truck, you name it, we got them in stock. And of course, the rugged 4Runner. We got a full selection of them. Visit us today at our new location or go to our website at toyotamillen.com. Toyota Millen, we are West Texas owned and operated, where our quality deals bring you in and our service brings you back.
Big Board Sports brought to you by Rager Dykes Auto Mall.
Any car you want, Rager Dykes Auto Mall, Midland.
Anyone in a relationship can tell you that all couples disagree from time to time, but it's knowing how to work through the conflict that can keep the relationship strong. Holly Furfer explains in tonight's Health Beat.
Health Beat, brought to you by Midland Memorial Hospital.
If somebody says something about my family, I'm
just saying. Sometimes our relationships seem as turbulent as those in the sitcom Modern Family. You don't have to be so emotional all the time. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to argue with you. I don't want to get upset. Vámonos, man.
But if we disagree in a healthy way, this can help keep us together. But it takes a lot of work.
Look at conflict as a way to say, how can we come up with new solutions? You know, what do I need to learn? How can I give here?
Being selfish or being right doesn't get you much. Instead, try to overlook faults and forgive. It's worth it because good relationships can help keep us healthy.
Mortality rates are lower for people who have good, established, meaningful relationships. Well, your spouse is going to be on you about, you need to stop smoking, don't eat that, don't drink so much, go to the doctor.
And when the going gets tough,
it's very easy to let the things that bug you about the other person take center stage. So you really need to remind yourself on a continual basis, these are the things that I admire, appreciate, probably take for granted.
And remember to make time for the activities you enjoy together.
That That was Holly Furfer with tonight's Health Beat report. To view past Health Beat reports, you can do that on our website, which is PermianBasin360.com.
First Warn forecaster Nick Russo here with your forecast. It was a very warm day out there today. It felt even warmer with the humidity. I was driving in my car and I couldn't get over how much I was sweating out there with that humid conditions. Taking a look outside at your tower cam right now, we still see plenty of that humidity with the dew point at 60 degrees. Temperatures are falling back slowly into the upper 70s at 79 degrees right now with your winds south at 10 miles per hour. Now taking a look at the alerts that we have out there, we actually have a flood advisory in effect for this cell to the west of Fort Stockton. It's been sitting over the same area for most of the last few hours, just dumping rain over areas to the west of Fort Stockton, leading to a risk for some flooding out there. That's why the National Weather Service did post that flood advisory. We can see with the rainfall totals today, we had a little less than a half an inch of rain toward Marfa, some much needed rainfall down there. We just got a little bit toward Big Spring at 0.08 of an inch of rain, and a brief shower went through the center of Midland, but nothing here at the airport. Your high temperatures today showing we got to the middle 80s for most spots, 84 for Odessa and Midland, 83 for Fort Stockton, and 91 for Pecos. It's going to remain in the middle 80s for most of the next few days. Temperatures are falling back into the 70s though for your evening. 73 at Fort Stockton, cooler down toward Marfa with that rain-cooled air at 61 degrees. Temperatures across most of the area are in the 70s right now. It's a fairly comfortable evening out there, though a little bit sticky with that moisture. Wind speeds have been strong throughout the day today. They're falling back a little bit right now, as you can see, just 10 miles per hour here in Odessa and Midland, and a little stronger toward the past, 26 miles per hour, but that's not really anything too significant for them. Dew points again in the low to mid 60s. This is pretty impressive for our area. We haven't seen dew points like this in a long time, as long as I can remember, as a matter of fact. And satellite and radar composite showing it really lit up with all those storms today. We're going to see more in terms of storms for your next few days. Friday and Saturday both, I expect an even better chance for some showers and thunderstorms than we saw out there today. These clusters of storms that we see out there right now have been fizzling out, and there's still a chance for a storm as we head through the night tonight, but I don't think there'll be much in terms of storms until we get toward tomorrow afternoon. Now taking a look at your threat tracker, we see a moderate risk for both wind and hail for your day tomorrow. Tornado risk is almost non-existent. Flooding risk, however, is high. We see a higher flooding risk right now because of the dry ground. It's all compacted out there, leading to a greater risk for flooding as that rain falls and has nowhere to go, so it flows away into the drainage ditches and causes some street flooding out there as well. Your future path does show that risk for some severe storms. The greatest risk tomorrow will be Midland and points toward the west, again towards southeast New Mexico. They had some strong storms today with flooding south of Carlsbad today toward Guadalupe Pass. I expect more of the same for tomorrow. Maybe here in Midland we'll get more in terms of rainfall. With that trough centered over the area, I think we do see a good chance for rain. At 3 p.m., that will be when the storms will start to fire significantly for your afternoon tomorrow. Heading into tomorrow night, we'll see more in terms of thunderstorms and for your day on Saturday as well. But taking a look outside tonight, we do have the risk for a few thunderstorms in the area. I really doubt many places will get them though. It looks like a very isolated event for your night tonight. A greater chance for those storms again for tomorrow. Temperatures getting into the middle 80s toward Andrews at 83 degrees, cooler in Lamesa at 77. And toward the Central Basin tonight, we'll be dropping into the 60s for most areas, 67 for Odessa and 69 for Rankin, 68 for Big Lake. And for your day tomorrow, rising into the middle 80s for most spots, 80 degrees for Big Lake and 86 for Monahans with that risk for some storms. The TRANS-PECOS tonight, we'll see temperatures falling back from the 50s into the 70s with that risk of a few thunderstorms around. Again, those are diminishing. For your day tomorrow, thunderstorms will build back into the forecast for your afternoon, with temperatures in the middle 80s for most spots and warmer in Presidio at 93. Your 5-day +2 forecast shows seasonable temperatures for the weekend, and don't get too scared by the forecast for thunderstorms. Some of them will be strong to severe, but I doubt they will last most of the day. You'll have plenty of dry times to celebrate Memorial Day weekend.
And I am just so thankful that we have an almost 60% chance of rain tomorrow.
It's really awesome to see such a great chance for rain, and both tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm hoping we can get 1 to 2 inches of rainfall out of this event. It looks like a great opportunity for the basin to catch up on our rainfall.
Definitely. We need it so bad. And while we are, many of us, very hopeful and thankful for the possibility of rain, the forecasted storms are postponing some plans. The city of Midland is canceling its movie in the park tomorrow and rescheduling it for next month. The free movie here at Hill Park is being postponed until Friday, June the 27th. Meanwhile, the city has another movie in the park scheduled for June the 13th. That's set to take place at Groffa Park. Oil companies are always interested in knowing exactly what they are drilling into. That's why in this week's Energy Report, local Big 2's Camila Bernal explores the job of mud loggers.
They call themselves the eyes and ears of the geologists, but they're also responsible for documenting what drilling companies are finding thousands of feet beneath the surface.
You confirm it because you look at the rock and you say, yep, that's what the geologist said we'd be seeing it in.
Mud loggers have the power to prove a guess or a theory.
We're actually looking at what's coming out of the hole. We're seeing the actual samples.
As an oil company drills, mud loggers collect samples of the rock.
You're drilling down, you're going to hit the formation, and then that return has got to come back up all that way, 10,000 feet back up to the surface.
That return can be gas or small pieces of rock collected from thousands of feet underneath the ground.
When we come in and we actually experiment and we look for fluorescence and cuts.
Tests that can prove exactly where the oil is.
Most of the time we know what we're expecting. With a few simple tests we can tell for sure, whether it's limestone or dolomite.
But on the good days, they can just smell it.
And you can see the oil in the water that you're carrying. So when you rinse it out, you can just smell it. It smells like money.
The information collected can help predict how fast you drill, estimate how long it'll take, and answer a common question.
What are we drilling in? That's a common question. What are we drilling in?
With mud loggers, you have the answer and you have a perfect log with all the information.
A mud logger's job is not a small job. We have to do a lot of work. We're the eyes and ears of the geologists.
The information collected by mud loggers is documented by hand and also electronically. Then all of that information is owned by the oil companies or donated to the sample library. Camila Bernal, local Big 2 News.
Monday only this Memorial Day at your Ashley Furniture Home Store. The first 50 customers get a $100 gift card, plus take 26% off or 68 months no interest. Exclusive doorbuster specials. 51-inch HD TV only $399. This 5-piece dining set only $179. Your choice sofas only $192. Queen mattress set only $199. Plus enter to win a trip to Las Vegas. Bad credit, no problem with guaranteed credit approval. 26% off, 68 month financing, giveaways and more. This Memorial Day only at your Ashley Furniture Home Store.
The free auction sale continues this Friday and Saturday at Kelly Grimsley Honda. Kelly Grimsley must dispose of all excess inventory now before they send cars, trucks, and SUVs to the auction and risk losing money. Kelly Grimsley Honda will host a free auction sale this Friday and Saturday. You won't have to bid against each other or pay auction fees. Vehicles will start as low as $599. Payments as low as $92 a month. Don't miss the free auction sale at Kelly Grimsley Honda this Friday and Saturday.
David Dewhurst has thrown everything at me but the kitchen sink. I knew it was coming. The attacks are outrageous and untrue. Even the press calls his attack a ridiculous lie.
Here's the truth. Dewhurst cut border security funding, expanded in-state tuition for illegal immigrants, and gave illegal immigrants free Obama-style health care. And under Dewhurst, your property taxes have skyrocketed.
As Lieutenant Governor, I'll secure the border, oppose taxpayer-funded benefits for illegal immigrants, and cut your property taxes. I'm Dan Patrick, and I ask for your vote.
It's Shocking Design. We do embroidery, screen printing, magnets, decals, final installation of vehicle magnets, and so much more for any event, any organization. From family reunions and church events to team uniforms and company shirts. We even welcome your fleet vehicles. We're the Permian Basin's fastest design shop. So let us shock you with Shocking Design. Give us a call, 432-296-1762, or email us at shockingdesigns@yahoo.com. You'll be shocked.
Donating to our local food bank can now be done while you are grocery shopping. You can now make a donation to the West Texas Food Bank when you check out at H-E-B. It's part of the grocery store's Help to End Hunger campaign. You can make a $1, $3, or $5 donation to the food bank as you pay for your groceries. Our local food bank serves more than 75,000 people in need each year across 19 West Texas counties. Meanwhile, Casa de Amigos is celebrating its 50th year of helping people. It's doing it tonight. The nonprofit hosted this open house to mark the occasion. Casa de Amigos' mantra is helping people help themselves. The organization offers a range of assistance and has 4 main programs: senior services, health and wellness, education, and social services. The Casa de Amigos headquarters are located on Garden Lane in Midland. Meanwhile, the West Odessa Volunteer Fire Department is saying thank you for the donation it received from the city of Odessa. Odessa donated a former police department Tahoe to the Volunteer Fire Department today. The city was going to auction off the vehicle, but the council chose to donate it to the volunteer firefighters. And lots of teams celebrating, one in particular, Midland High School baseball. They have a lot to celebrate.
That's right. We've been talking about it all week, Shelby. The Midland High Bulldog baseball team. We'll hear from them when we come right back on your local Big 2 Sports and their big-time matchup against Marcus in the regional semifinals.
At GMC, incredible thinking always comes first, like the GMC Sierra, the first 4x4 pickup to offer a gas V8 engine that gets an EPA estimated 22 highway miles per gallon, the first to offer an innovative cargo bed with LED lighting. And now during the GMC Spring Sales Event, all 2014 GMC Sierras are specially priced, so you get thousands off MSRP. This month, use your special value pricing to get over $8,300 total value on this specially equipped GMC Sierra SLE.
Pick it up, buddy.
Common sense here. What's all this?
This is our DSLerator. Our internet from the phone company is just too slow. We try to stream movies, but all we get is this.
And kids just have all this natural energy anyway. Or you could get Cable One high-speed internet. It's 10 times faster than DSL.
So super speed means super streaming.
I'm okay.
Good hustle there, sport.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
I actually suffered and still continue to suffer from acne. When I was a kid, acne held me back from looking people in the eye and being assertive with them. It was a hard time for me. So that's why I'm here. It is great that there's finally something out there now that works for me.
Announcing all new Proactive Plus, the breakthrough combination of acne medicine plus advanced skincare. The results are astonishing. Skin is not only clear, but radiant. It's the smartest, fastest, most effective Proactive ever. Proactive Plus is normally $64, but during our nationwide launch, pay just $29.95. Save more than 50%.
Proactive Plus works. I use it every single day, and my face is clear.
Call the number on your screen now and get this revolutionary new acne system, plus 2 free gifts, an $84 value, all for just $29.95.
It's nice to feel good.
Welcome into your local Big 2 Sports. I'm Jeff Eberly. The Midland High Bulldogs are preparing for a playoff game against Flower Mound Marcus in a best-of-3 series starting tomorrow night. Marcus is 30-7 this season and will be a tough team to beat in the regional semifinal series this weekend. The Bulldogs have been getting help from all around. Contributions from everyone has helped them get to this point in the postseason. Last week, Jackson Lancaster allowed only 1 hit in a complete game performance for Midland High, which beat Amarillo Tascosa 2-1. And Gilbert Sanchez has been key in 2 playoff victories. His bat has been big time. The team is playing well, but they say they can't take their next matchup lightly.
We're playing really confident. I mean, like, we can't get big-headed because, I mean, Flower Mound Marcus is pretty good.
Well, it's going to take a pretty dang good play on our part. We can't do like we did Saturday against Tascosa, making 6 errors.
The Bulldogs leave tomorrow morning heading to Austin. Your local Big 2 Sports will keep you updated with the scores. Moving to high school football, one of the coaches from the Friday Night Lights book was back in the Basin tonight. Nate Hearn was speaking at Odessa College earlier this evening about his new book. Hearn, a 61-year-old Andrews native, was promoting his book, Friday Night Lights, Untold Stories from Behind the Lights. Old friends, former players, and students who attended the school showed up at OC to show their support. Hearn was working in the oil fields in 1986, and 4 years after Permian integrated its schools, Hearn received some unexpected news.
I get a call from Coach Gary Gaines, and he said,
"Is this Coach Hearn?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "I'm Gary Gaines. I've just accepted a head job at Permian, and I want to know if you'd be interested in coaching at Permian High School."
Hearn was the first African-American coach hired by Permian High School. One of his responsibilities was to be a role model for black players on the team. But Hearn took things one step further and became someone to look up to for all Panthers. Moving to minor league baseball, the Rockhounds continue their 3-game homestand tonight versus Springfield. Rockhounds taking on the Cardinals tonight. Top 3, Rockhounds up 5-1. Drew Grenier walks Patrick Wisdom, runners on first and second. But Grenier gets out of it. Ortega flies out to right, and the Rockhounds out of the inning. Now top 4, Rockhounds doing work on defense. 6-4-3 double play. Next batter is Mike O'Neill. He can't do anything. Grenier throwing the good stuff tonight as the Rockhounds win 6-1. To the bigs, Rangers and Tigers. Top of the second, Alex Rios doubles to left center for the Rangers. Now Adrian Beltre is on his horse, rounding third, and he will score to make it 1-0 Rangers. Now same inning, Chris Gimenez singles to right, and Alex Rios scores, making it 2-0 Rangers. Now top 3, Adrian Beltre doing some more work for the Rangers. Doubles to left, Elvis Andrus and Shin Soo Choo score, 4-0 Rangers. Now top 4, Shin Soo Choo belts a 2-run home run. Goodbye, Mr. Rawlings. 7-0 Rangers, and they win 9-2. To some softball, Odessa College pitcher Janessa Flynn brought home the hardware. The Tacoma, Washington native earned first-team All-American honors. The sophomore had a 29-7 record, as well as a 2.22 ERA, 141 strikeouts, and 27 complete games. Shelby,
Incredible.
Nice to see her get some hardware at the end of the season.
Yeah, and hopefully our Midland High baseball team can come home with some awards as well after this weekend.
That's right. Big game tomorrow in the Capitol in Austin.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Jeff. Well, a little friendly monster, this guy, he wasn't helping kids. How he spent time recently helping our troops.
Tonight on Nightline, the controversial new movie that says sugar is hidden everywhere and it may be killing us. So now the challenge. Could you go 10 days sugar-free? Plus, Hollywood's new it girl, Shailene Woodley.
Our parents have been buying cars from the Rager Dykes Auto Group for years.
And now they're buying ours.
The SUV that fit my family's needs and looks great.
We told those guys exactly what we wanted in a vehicle, and that's exactly what they got us.
It's just like buying ice cream. You tell them what flavor, what color, they'll go find it.
Any car.
Any car.
The Rager Dykes Auto Group. I like the way they roll.
Come visit us in Midland at 2200 Wall Street. We'll make it easy for you to get any car you want.
It's Shocking Design. We do embroidery, screen printing, magnets, decals, vinyl installation of vehicle magnets, and so much more for any event, any organization. From family reunions and church events to team uniforms and company shirts. We even welcome your fleet vehicles. We're the Permian Basin's fastest design shop. So let us shock you with Shocking Design. Give us a call, 432-296-1762, or email us at shockingdesigns@yahoo.com. You'll be shocked.
Attention testosterone users. If you or a man you know suffered a heart attack, stroke, or blood clot while using testosterone gel, you may be entitled to financial compensation. A recent study of over 8,000 men found that patients who used testosterone gel had an increased risk of suffering a heart attack, stroke, and even death. Thousands of low T patients may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous products. If you or a man you know experienced a heart attack, stroke, blood clot, or any cardiac event while using testosterone gel, call right now. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-780-6501. Again, that's
A final check of your forecast. Storms are diminishing out there right now, but they'll fire right back up for your Friday and Saturday. Good chance for rain throughout the weekend, but it'll be hit or miss.
Elmo was off of Sesame Street and in our nation's capital recently. He was helping to pack care packages for our wounded warriors and troops overseas. Together with others, he helped put together 1,500 care packages. Thanks so much for joining us.